Welcome to Defra, honored visitor. This site is the oldest continually inhabited site on my world, and as such, we find it to be the ideal place to welcome visitors. We have an old culture steeped in tradition and respect for all beings. The makers taught us the concept of balance, and we strive for it in all things. For more than a century we have remained neutral in our dealings with other worlds. For where there is balance, so there is truth. We are now looking to expand. Our population is growing to a point where we will put a strain on our world's resources. To correct this imbalance, a portion of our people have volunteered to seek new homes among the stars. This, of course, has put us into greater contact with beings such as yourself, and we welcome the new ideas and technology that you have to offer. Perhaps by looking inward for so long, we have become out of balance with the galaxy as a whole. I look forward to your help in correcting this. We believe that the site to the east of here was once used by the preservers, because we have located several artifacts that appear to correspond with their technology. Although we do not know for certain, it is our belief that the Defru were one of the races seeded throughout the quadrant by the preservers. Everything must be in balance. When one side is dominant over the other, the inequity breeds resentment. The resentment leads to hatred and misunderstanding. On our world, there's equity in everything. All major decisions are made by polling the populace, so that a small group of leaders will not have power over the whole. Persons in what can be deemed leadership positions, like myself, serve the pleasure of our people. If we abuse our positions, they will be imbalance, and we will be removed. The preservers were an ancient race that died out eons ago, but made a great impact on the galaxy in their time. The preservers would transplant members of races that were threatened by extinction to worlds where they could thrive. The planet Amerind was settled by them, and they brought ancient Terrans there to create a new community. For many years, scientists theorized that the preservers were responsible for the spread of humanoids across the galaxy. We now know that the preservers not only transplanted communities, but also created them. The preservers believed they were alone in the galaxy, in the hopes of creating an ecosystem of races like themselves. They seeded their genetic material on other planets.
Sir, sensors from the Galapagos are picking up brain transporter signatures. Get ready, sir. They could be hostile.
Obviously it is not safe for me to remain here, given the threat of further attacks. I shall return to the Jeska for now, my friend. I believe I will be of best use there.
Sir, there are more ships warping in. We need you and the away team back on the ship, sir. Prepare for emergency transport.